Oh, good morning. Please sit down. I'd like to tell you one of the stories I've written in my book, Physicians' Untold Stories, from my surgical friend, Steve Heim. The trip started out as a family skiing vacation. They decided to journey to a new mountain, but as soon as they arrived, a blizzard hit, and they had to ski down. They could only see a couple feet in front of them. Steve soon became separated from the rest of the family, and that's when something absolutely amazing happened. Silence. The snow was swirling around him, but he could hear himself breathing. He removed his skis and was overcome with a sense of dread, like he was being called to do something that had life and death implications. Traveling in the opposite direction from his family, he came to a large tree well that came down to the base of the trunk of the tree. The next thing that he saw took his breath away. Lying there was the shape of a body covered in snow. But he reached down instinctively for the carotid artery, and it was a pulse. He was alive. Steve went into the trauma mode. He took off his jackets, covered the man with his jackets after wiping off the snow, then broke off a tree branch and splinted a broken leg. And he began to call, "Help, help," he yelled. One of the last skiers down the mountain heard him and came to his side. "What can I do?" he asked. Steve said, "Go to the nearest phone and call the ski patrol." 20 minutes later, he saw a light from the snowmobile pulling a gurney that then transported the unconscious hypothermic skier to a waiting ambulance at the lodge. The next day, Steve learned that the man had survived and that the orthopedic surgeons were actually impressed with the quality of his splinting, a broken leg with a tree branch and rags. Steve was rewarded by the ski patrol with a cup of hot chocolate. He told me he learned a great deal from that experience. He learned there's an unseen world, a man upstairs, Steve said, that helps us in our daily lives. That's just one of the stories I've written from this book. There are 26 physicians who have contributed stories just like that. If this message today has inspired you even the slightest, please check out physiciansuntoldstories.com. I hope that this message helps you discover the unrealized miracles in your own life, because sometimes we need a reminder that the physical world and the physical body can point to another unseen reality. That is the Physician's Untold Story.